From the creative minds who gave you Pinoy Lokal and Stories of the Unknown comes another show about everyday life, anything and everything in between. A dash of drama, a sprinkle of comedy, and a bite of naughty. Men on Board. With your hosts, Jay Weber, Ramzee, and MC Jonas. Only on your favorite online radio station, 89.5 The PlayRoom. We play the hits, we play it nice.
What's up, mobsters? Good evening. Thank you again for joining us here on Men on Board. I'm 1/3 of the host for tonight. My name's Jay Weber. And right now we're also with our other host, DJ Ramzee. Take it away. Naka-mute, bro. Sorry. Naka-mute.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Testing. 1, 2, 3. All right.
You're on.
And again,
right.
good evening to all our mobsters who are listening to us. Mm-hmm. And of course, first of all, I would like to say that you guys could also subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's 89.5 The Playroom. And also don't forget to share our link for those of you who want to enjoy this program as well. How about you, MC Jonas?
Yes, good evening, everyone. We are back. MOB, Men on Board, we are back. This is our second episode, and we'd like to welcome everyone once again, and to all of our friends who've been waiting for this. Welcome to the show. And of course, my name is MC Jonas, and we are so glad to be here once again to have this chance to interact with all of you mobsters for tonight.
That's right. Thank you, guys. And for all our mobsters out there that are tuned in and they're wondering what our topic is for today, our topic today or for tonight is chivalry dead? So chivalry is, teka may hinahanap na ako eh. Ayun. All right. Okay, so in this case, chivalry, kasi medyo nag-research ako.
Right.
Chivalry in this aspect is, according to chivalry.com, the chivalrous gentleman is an individual who uses courtesy and thoughtfulness to demonstrate commitment, respect, compassion, and trust. What do you guys think about that definition? Does that describe chivalry? Ramzee?
Yes, I do agree with you, Jay Weber, because syempre, no, when it comes to chivalry, there's this thing that guys do that definitely will make a woman feel so special, okay? And of course, this chivalry thing has been introduced a long time ago. So I think for me, chivalry is not yet dead, okay? It's just for some, this is something new for them, okay? But for the older generations, definitely this thing has been taught to them and passed on by their parents as well. Yeah. How about you, MC Jonas? What do you think about it?
Right. Well, also doing a little research, based on the dictionaries that we all check out on, online. This goes way back in the medieval time. The time of the knights. It was called like the knightly system, with this religious, moral, and social code. This is basically treating everyone with courage, honor, courtesy, justice, and all of those good things that we hear. But for us, it's just basically showing respect and kindness, not only towards our partners or the women we are in love with or the women we are courting. It's basically being kind to, most especially when it comes to relationship, the other gender.
Right.
Right. So I think it is, we will be talking about a lot of factors kung bakit maraming nagsasabi na this is dead, chivalry is dead. It's because of the equality of all the groups. Diba?
Yeah, no.
So, but for me, I think it lies within each and every gentleman, kasi nga, diba? No, hindi mo naman pwede sabihin every man is an evil person, or each and every person has his goodness inside him or her. So yeah, I think it lies deep within each and every one of us. It's just it would it's just probably lost or kept because of the freedom and the equality of all these groups that we'll be discussing later on. But yeah, I think it is still very much with us.
Right. What? So, okay, you believe that chivalry is still with us.
Right?
All right.
Yes.
So, okay, my opinion naman, guys, about chivalry is, wala yung notes ko. Well, in my opinion, I hate to say, I think or I feel that chivalry is dead with, especially with this upcoming generation. Teka lang, ayun. So the reason why I said that is because, siguro, in my opinion, the value systems are different between this generation and the past generation. Yung Gen Y, Gen X, and baby boomers, for us, kasi we always thought about self-sacrifice, think of others first, and making good first impressions, which leads to being more courteous. Whereas the millennials and Gen Z, I think they're more of self-love. So that's self-interest and self-preservation. They're more of, we would say selfish, but I think it's more of they're more in tune with their interests. Say pagdating sa mga relationships. So that's what I think. It doesn't really
Yeah.
apply yung chivalry sa susunod na generation, because and like you said earlier also, MC Jonas, it's more of equality nowadays. They don't see the point of putting yourself under someone else, I guess.
Right.
All right.
True.
So
Yeah.
let's greet our mobsters right now. See Maria Isabel, Chinky Bond, thank you. Also to Blee Debax. Hope I said that right.
Debax.
Zara, thank you for loving the video. Also to Maru, thanks for joining us again. And our mobsters that are watching from Facebook, from YouTube, and from Twitch, thank you guys.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. All right.
Thank you so
So,
much.
mobsters, what do you guys think? Is chivalry dead? Do you think chivalry is still being practiced nowadays? What are your thoughts? We just shared our opinion there too. Go ahead, Ramzee.
Yes. For those of you guys who just tuned in, especially to our audience, chivalry is not just for if you guys are in a relationship, because for example, chivalry could also apply, especially if you see an older person, for example, who needs some support. Like for example, one time I saw a lady who's carrying something in the market. So obviously, I mean, the weight that she's carrying during her thing in the market, carrying those plastic bags and everything. And then I saw a guy also who just approached her and then helped her carry with her stuff, knowing that she's an old woman. And one thing kasi sa mga ugaling Pinoy, I think also that some, but not a lot, of course, still has a trait, like helping out, and especially to the woman, to a lady. Like for example, if you would ride a train like an MRT in Manila, of course, I mean, if you see an older woman or older person, you would give a priority. And one thing also that you mentioned earlier, J. Robert, was about self-sacrifice. Yes,
Right.
and then you would just give your seat to that old person in order to, at least give back to that person who's actually in need of a seat, especially those older people. Yeah.
Right. I mean, with our generation and the older generation, of course, it's still alive. But like I said, I think with the upcoming generation, it is indefinitely going to die or die out or become a very um, not common practice. With when it comes to relationships, of course, there are people that are still going to be. I think that's just being courteous in a social setting where you help out the seniors or you open the door for an elderly person. Or, of course, if there's a handicapped person or someone in a wheelchair, you're going to, of course, help them out in public. But when it comes to relationships or romantic relationships, um, wala na itong chivalry, in my opinion. Want to share, guys, you some comments right here. According to Chinky Bond, chivalry is not dead. Okay. But she says also, oh, in that sense, I think chivalry is dying. Okay.
Bilang kabig. Buhay, ito, this is interesting. Buhay pa. Wait, let me show it.
Yeah.
Buhay pa, pero pawala na.
All right. Thank you very much, Johnny Rhythm.
Johnny
also,
Rhythm.
Bobby Blue. Thanks for dropping by. Go, guys. Thank you, Bobby Blue.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. All our friends or family that are watching right now, I'm sorry we can't see who's watching. So if you want us to greet you, just go ahead and drop a comment to say hi or watching, and we'll be more than happy to greet you here on Men on Board.
Or feel free to drop us a personal message.
Yeah, you can also do that.
You happen to know our accounts. And by the way, I would just like to talk about this. I want to insert this now at the onset pa lang, because this is actually one of the main questions. Like in a restaurant, when you're eating out with the woman you are courting or your girlfriend, who should pay the bill, right? Ito yung unang tanong yung basehan ng chivalry. So I'd like to ask all the mobsters out there, yung mga nanonood sa atin, and to all of our friends who are watching sa ating social media accounts, feel free to give us your thoughts. Diba? Actually, natanong na to last yung premiere episode natin, who should be paying for the bill? So this is one of the main questions. And of course, like holding doors, pulling out chairs, carrying things, all about, all these things that you, there might be one of these things or all of these might still be in your list that you guys are still doing or not doing anymore, or you feel just obliged to do. Well, just feel free to simply drop your reactions and your personal stories and experiences right down below para mabasa natin yan later on.
Ito si Johnny Rhythm, lalaki lagi dapat magbayad. He's old school, very old school.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, here. Bobby Blue. Here in France, it's like an unwritten rule that you hold the door open for the person behind you, or else you will be deemed rude.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd like to share a story. Okay lang ba? Okay lang. I'd like to share a
Go
story.
ahead.
Yeah.
Because, like weekends, kasi I always go out with family, with my partner and my 4-year-old son. So whenever we like go to a restaurant or whenever, papasok na kami sa restaurant or lalabas na kami, syempre paunahin ko sila, di ba? Tapos you hold the door. I hold the door. And nagkakataon talaga na minsan may pumapasok pa rin. Like, there's a lady papasok. So I'll just hold the door. Dire-diretso. Tapos pag may, of course, where will it end? Or when does it end? So I was just holding the door and then there's this guy na I thought na nakita niya ang ginawa ko. Parang, ngumiti siya sa akin. So I thought, okay na, pag hinawakan ko, he's gonna hold the door kasi siya naman yung papasok. Pero hindi. Pumasok lang din siya. Pumasok lang din siya and hinayaan niyang hawakan ko lang hanggang pumasok lahat ng mga ibang customers. So parang, oops, maybe it ends with me. Or it ends with him. And it's still alive with me. Parang, hindi nagbubuhat ng ako. But it's just something that I think, courtesy, right? To all the other customers we're getting in. So, nakarelate lang ako dun sa sinabi ni Sir Bobby Blue.
True.
Nakamute ka.
At syempre, yan, no? One thing also that for other cultures, it's like yung nabanggit ni Sir Bobby Blue rin kanina, no? And one thing nga rin kasi, syempre, pag Pinoy, like here in the Philippines, um, uh, we were trained, especially those older generations as well, na we were trained to do that kasi it's a part of the culture na rin bilang mga Pinoy, di ba? And one thing na proud din, syempre tayo, wherever we go, that we still have it in us as a Filipino. And the thing is, with the younger generation, I hope na we can still show it to them, how everything is online most of the time. It's not just for entertainment, but also for those good Filipino traits that we could show it to the younger generations na rin.
All right. And yeah, yun lang pangit dun, no? Gagawin kang doorman pag ikaw yung nag-open ng door. I mean, it's good to open the door too, but come on, people, mag-thank you naman kayo. And especially later, I really, it's like annoying when you open the door for a girl and then she just walks in and like she just waltz in. Parang napaka entitled naman ito. A thank you would be great.
Yes.
Or much better.
DJ Edgy in the house right now. Thank you so much.
Ayun, yes.
Also,
so much, DJ
thank you
Edgy.
for sharing it. And also, akala niya guard ka, MC Jonas. Sabi
Thank you,
ni
ah.
Sarah.
dapat hagan ka, MC Jonas. Meron yung kamay mo yung tip. Yung mga ganun.
Yeah.
Pag
Stop mo sila, no? Ganyan.
Oo nga eh.
Napagkamalan kang security guard, MC Jonas. All right. What about this one, guys?
I was just trying to be nice.
One thing din, pag sa public transpo, pag nakaupo ka, wala nang available na upuan, you offer your seat pag may babae or just being a gentleman. Yes. That's according to Johnny Rhythm. Of course, definitely I would give up my seat to an old elderly person, woman or man, because syempre that yung tuhod nila hindi na kaya. And then right. So what do you think, guys? Kasi wala pa yata yung answer for our question. Who should pay for the date when it comes to dating? I have to go with the answer na binigay ni Crisel, our station manager. Whoever insisted na mag-date kayo should pay. Sino yung nagyaya, siya dapat magbayad. That's what I think. What about you,
Yeah,
Ren?
I totally agree. Yeah,
definitely as a guy, I would say yes na kung sino yung nagaya, syempre. Pero of course, if both of you have work and you earn money, whoever is willing to give that experience to the other person, and treating that person, then syempre, it's something special. For example, there was one time that a woman insists to pay for our meal. Tapos dudukot na ako eh. Sakto wala yung wallet ko. Well, siya naman nag-offer. Thank you, sabi ko. Pero I offered naman a ride for her nung after we ate somewhere. Siyempre, kumbaga, parang ako bilang lalaki din, siyempre, kumbaga, nilibre ako. So, in return, I would also give something that I can, parang ganun. It's okay naman kasi sa culture ngayon na, for example, if a woman would actually treat a guy, it would also depend din sa guy, syempre, kumbaga. Pero bilang lalaki sa akin, na pag may babae na nag-treat, definitely the next time, I would make it better. Parang, I would not just treat you on a meal, but I would take you somewhere else. Parang ganun. How about you, NC Jonas? What do you think about it?
Before I say my reaction, I'd like to post this. Ito, nakaka-relate ulit ako. This is sa comment ni Sir Bobby Blue. I used to pay when going on a date. Now it's the wife who pays whenever we go on a date kasi she holds naman all the cash. Which is, yeah. So there. We always, especially going on a date, we, especially men, we are the ones usually asking out. Like, would you like to try this new restaurant? Where do you want to go to? Basically, tayo yung nagaya. Di ba? So, yeah, basically, tayo na rin magbabayad kasi tayo yung nagaya. So, that's the general rule. But it changes when you guys are in a relationship already. And especially if the lady is not a student, or she has a job, so she also has the capacity to spend for whatever you guys are eating or doing outside. Or when the woman offers to pay for the dinner, at least, well, you go pay for the movie or the coffee after, or the dessert, diba? So yun, parang ano lang talaga, you just give back. Hindi yung take ka lang ng take. It's a two-way street. So you just, it's a give and take thing. What do you think, Jay
Dapat,
Weber?
yeah, of course. If it's one way, then of course, iba na yun. I want to
It's
share
not a
this.
relationship.
Yun. Ito, from the mastermind, JV, boy, syempre muna while nanliligaw. Pag kayo na, share na. Or depends kung sinong nagyakag or
Nagyakag.
okay.
Nag-aya.
It's a,
Yeah, I think.
Ayun
yes.
ba na yun?
Jay Weber
Nagyakag.
is a
Okay.
Tagalog word for nag-aya,
Very deep.
nag-invite.
Thank you very much, Mastermind JV, for joining us. Thank you. Also, our primes that are tuned in right now, Bobby Blue, DJ Edgy,
DJ
and
Edgy.
yes, of course, Johnny Rhythm, the man, the myth, the legend from North Carolina. Though, man, pa
Ito
tayong
naman.
comment here, guys.
Yes.
How do men feel about the women being the breadwinners nowadays? Is there a competition that arises? Is it okay for a man to stay home now without earning when the woman makes way more than is needed? How does this affect the kids and how they view the father? You want to go first, Ramsey? What do you think about this?
Yeah, sure. I think this is like the para meron siyang carry over from our last topic. Remember about for your love or money. And with this one naman, for a few people that I know din naman, who's in a relationship, they said that it would really depend if you are, in a relationship, tapos knowing that the woman is doing the work. But of course, I mean, it's a matter of understanding kung sino ano yung situation ng isa sa kanyang work. I mean, the guy or the girl. So basically, it would really depend if you guys are in a relationship. But if you guys are not in a relationship, of course, there's this big deal of an effect. Especially, it would really matter pag ano yan, pag halimbawa, single ka pa lang. But if your guys are married, something like that, definitely marami ang bagay na maiintindihan nyo sa isa't isa. Di ba? Di ba, MC Jonas? I know you could relate to this.
Yes. Well, first, I'd like to react on the how does this affect the kids and how they view the father. Well, my answer to this is it should never affect the kids because you both made the kids. So whoever is making more money, hindi dapat to makita ng kids because the kids will always look up to their parents. Like they believe both the parents would give them anything they'd ask for. Both the parents would be able to provide. Dynamics ng mom and dad nila. It's a thing that they have to talk about inside the room without the presence of the kids. Well, our kid wants this or wants that. Ano gagawin natin? That's how they do it. They should do it without the presence of the kids when they talk about, well, especially the finances. How are we going to provide for the kids? The kids want this and that, and how they view the father. Yun nga, kasi we are used to this culture na talagang ang tatay dapat mas marami. But waking up to reality nowadays, hindi naman lahat ganoon ang case eh. So if the wife or the mother makes more money than the husband, kailangan ba ipamukha mo sa anak mo or sa asawa mo that you are making more money? Hindi, di ba? Kasi hindi mo naman pwedeng sabihin, you cannot explain that to the kids. They will always respect their parents. Like the mom, they would always view the mothers as the carers, the one who are providing the love and care, making the home, and they would always view the fathers as the provider, the strong man in the house. But it doesn't really have to be like that. You don't really have to break it down to the kids. If that's how they view it, then it's good. But what's important is for them, for the kids, to give respect to both parents, regardless of whatever their roles are. Nagpo-provide man yung mom, ang gumagawa ng role ng mom is yung dad. Like yung nga, yung movie na shinare ko na sinabi ko last week, yung like reversal of role. Yung movie ni Judy Ann Santos and ni Ryan Agoncillo. I'm sorry, I'm so stuck in the that era. Di ba? So yun, yung nagkaroon ng trabaho, na wala ng trabaho yung guy, tapos malaki yung maganda yung trabaho ng girl, ng wife. So hindi dapat maapektuhan how you take care of the kids. If the woman has a better job, better paying job, then the guy should take care of the things that a woman used to take care of. Parang reversal of roles kasi hindi mo nang pwede, it's priceless also to take care of the kids, wash the dishes, do the laundry, clean the house, things like that. So dynamic yun ang dalawa yun. It should never affect the kids and how they view you as parents or whatever your roles are. They should always have this respect for both of you. So yun, what do you think, Jay Weber?
Tama, yeah. They should always have respect for the parents. It's not a money thing. You shouldn't teach your kids to just look at the parents because who's the breadwinner and stuff like that. You should also instill yung respect pa rin.
Right.
What about you, Ramsey? What do you think?
Yeah, I based on my experience, yes, that's actually true because most of the time kasi, di ba, yung problems or you know problems aside from problems, of course, yung how the couple would understand each other, and then the kids would definitely see, di ba, dapat si daddy merong work, tapos yung bakit si mommy, mga ganun, di ba? Pero once kasi na both of each yung samahan or yung partnership sa isang relationship is okay siya, I mean, by the time na lalaki yung mga kids, definitely they would see that respect and that mutual understanding na makikita nila doon sa parents nila, no? So it's actually a big thing din. So that's why maganda rin syempre na pag-uusapan niya na sa couple para at least when the kids would get older, they would somehow understand it na rin na ganito pala, ganyan. Well, at least, di ba? Yung mga bagay na ganyan na ituturo din naman. Pero syempre mga kids, they actually learn from what they see. Yun. Ilang naman.
Right. Ito, sabi ni Leslie, totally agree kung sino nagaya siya ang taya. Here kasi in Italy, normal na yung ganyan. But still, if a guy would pay, syempre iba pa rin. You know what, guys? Just want to share with you. Nangyayari ba to yung dyan sa Pilipinas when, there are girls that are just using guys for dates? Kasi na-news pa to dito eh. There's this girl who's on Tinder and she actually devised a way that she could eat free for 6 nights a week for dinner. All she has to do on Tinder is if a guy reaches out to her, she'll say where she wants to eat, and then she has no intention of even answering this guy. So, yun lang. I just wanna warn
Free meal.
you guys. Yeah, no. There's lots of girls nowadays that just look at men as a wallet. So be careful of that.
Sugar daddy.
Money situation in the family should be a community money for the family, right?
Right, Santi.
Yep. Hindi naman ibig sabihin na just because you're the breadwinner that you hold all the money and all the money decisions go by you. Ito, hello host and co-host, tambay po ako, never ako nakipag-date kasi wala akong pera. That's from Hug Me Tight. Ano ko nasa New York pa na wala akong pera.
We are sending hugs to you.
Hugs going out to you from the Philippines.
Hug me tight. Hello. Thank you. Hug me tight. And thank you also, Santi. Our friends from United Productions actually are joining us. Thank you,
Well, good
guys.
evening.
You
Mhm.
know, just feel free to leave a message. This is from Sarah. Um, Parents should spend all the time they can with their kids. So whatever employment setup creates more time with the kids is the best setup. Kids don't care who's making more money, mom or dad, as long as they're giving ample time and attention. Right.
Totally
Anything else you
agree.
guys?
Right.
What about you, Ramsey? You have anything to add to this, or
The way that Miss Sarah said it, I totally agree with it. Um, Actually, ano eh, marami pa sana ako sabihin, pero shinorten niya yung gusto kong sabihin. So, I'll pass it on to MC Jonas.
Well, what am I to say to this? Yeah, I believe well, all of us, we agree with this because the kids really don't care, diba? Yung whoever really is making the money, the kids don't care. Ang sabihin lang nila, mommy, like for example, gusto ko ng chocolate. I want chocolate or a pizza, diba? Tapos pag sasabihin niya, go to your daddy. Daddy, I want some pizza. Tapos sabihin, go to your mommy because she handles the money. Mommy, I want some pizza. You see, parang yung dynamic ng mga Pilipino kasi, it doesn't really give the kids the idea, whoever is making more money. Diba? Ano lang siya, depende lang sa decision. Like for example, yung kid mo, ang dami niya kinain na candies for the day. Pag, sometimes the kids would say to the mom, Mom, can I have more candies? Pag strict yung mom, they'd go to the father. Like, can I have more candies because we think you are going to give us kasi si mom strict. Parang ganun. So, it'll depend on the dynamic in the family. Parang sa parenting kasi there's this kick and kiss eh. Diba? Kung strict yung mom, the kids would automatically go to the dad for things. But if the dad is like most families, the dad has the final say, they'd go to the mom to give them extra sweets pagdating sa decision, 'di ba? Kasi alam nila yung father is strict. So it'll actually depend, 'di ba? So there. Depends the dynamics talaga sa role they are
And
playing in raising the kids.
yeah, I would like to follow up a question, MC Jonas, regarding that. Halimbawa, your kid would ask for, halimbawa, I mean, ma'am, bili mo ako ng ganito, ganyan. Tapos, lagi siyang tumatanggi. Or, halimbawa, lagi ikaw yung pinupuntahan ng kid, tapos humihingi sa'yo, tapos, laging, si ma'am, si ma'am, si ma'am. Si mother niya, syempre. Do they actually ask, like, bakit puro si ma'am? Ganon. Especially yung namanggit mo kanina. Bakit si ma'am, ba't si dad
Um
ayaw? Parang ganon.
yeah.
Meron ba? Meron ba?
Actually, you can give a lot of answers. This is like giving an answer to a kid asking about the birds and the bees, di ba? Parang ganun yun eh. Depende sa paano mo ipe-present. Like for example, look, parang ano talaga eh, no? Parang ramdam ko talaga yung sagot mo. Kasi parang ano yan eh, parang for example, you see, I only have 5 and mommy has the other 5. But what you are asking for is worth 7. So I'm gonna have to borrow mommy's 2 to add to my 5. So we'd both be able to buy you whatever you're asking for. Parang depende na rin sa sagot mo yun eh. You cannot just drop to the kids na parang, hey, I cannot pay for this. Ask your mom because she can. Or reverse. I cannot pay for this. Ask your dad because he can. That way, ikaw na mismo nagtatanim sa anak mo na, nagbibigay ka na ng idea sa kanila. So it actually depends on how you, I think, drop the answer. Kasi especially kids, they have this, young minds, moldable yan. So maganda na itanim mo ng maganda, patas, hindi yung nagbibigay ka ng ideas, if you know what I'm talking about. Ganun.
Ito, JV says, the mastermind, happy meal tapos happy ending. Eight.
Right.
Matinding sagot.
Right. We agree.
JV Mastermind.
Kaya mastermind yan eh.
Yun. Galing ng mga ideas eh. Methinks, according to Maru, chivalry will never die kung yung mga fathers nakikitaan ng mga kids ng ganon example. at a certain point in a kid's life, yung tatay na ang nagiging role model at malakas ang influence while growing up. That's true, but another thing too is I think kung bakit one reason why chivalry is dying is what do you think, guys? Modern feminism? Do you think it's too aggressive towards men?
Aggressive is the
Ramsey.
word. Go Ramsey. Answer this.
Let's think. Anyways, yes. Di ba, kasi during my time then, when I was growing up, yung modern
Yes.
feminism, there is, I know a few, pero compared to nowadays, ang laki ng diferensya. There's a big difference talaga. So with me, I could somehow agree and at the same time disagree as a guy. Pero yeah, I mean, definitely, like the modern feminism is, you know, it's not a thing naman na hindi lang ng marami, syempre. So I'm also curious about it. I mean, yeah, I'm trying to understand it din naman kasi, especially, di ba, if you would consider like an independent woman who has almost everything except for the love, definitely there's something with that woman. Yeah, that's my take about it.
Nakamute ka, Weber.
Oh, okay. What do you think, MC Jonas?
Since you mentioned this, Ramsey, I'd like to share this story. This is not my story. This is somebody we both know. There's this handsome guy. And well, I'm sharing their story, but I'm not dropping the name, so I think it's safe. Marites, no? Ano siya? There's this lady he really likes. Um, she's part of the industry. Sometimes they work together, and then there's this guy who's trying to be a gentleman to this lady. She went to the event. She was carrying her stuff, and then there's this handsome gentleman friend of ours who tried to approach her and help her with her stuff. And then suddenly, sabi niya, "No, you don't need to help me. I'm an independent woman and I can do this." So there. So dun pa lang agad, parang whoops, oo nga. So hindi na talaga um at certain points in our lives, hindi na natin, no matter how much we want to try to express it or do it or practice it, because of the equality thing, some women would really turn you down. Well, nicely, yeah, don't worry, I can do this. I'm an independent woman. You don't need to care this for me. So there. So it was kind of, well, a little funny. We kind of had a little laugh about it. But yeah, she has a point. Kung kaya niya naman, and wala naman siyang ina-expect na ibibigay na kapalit sa'yo over that good thing you're trying to do, di sige, let her do it. Kasi nga, it would make her feel good. It would make her feel, this independence. And, I'm trying to look for that word, that word, this thing that they can do things. Nakamute ka, Jay.
Maging controller eh. Yeah, but being resilient, ganun.
Yeah, something like that. Basta they can, do things. Yeah. Yeah, like that. Self-reliant. They can do things on their own. So there. So that's just a little funny story. Pero yeah, because marami talagang who are really voicing this out now. Hindi mo na ako kailangan tulungan. Only when I ask for your help, that's when you can help me. But if I'm not asking, don't. Parang ganun.
Right.
I actually want to add something, no? Regarding this sinabi ni MC Jonas, yung sa chivalry, no? I had a friend kasi, he always tells me na, bro, I don't like carrying her bag when we go to the mall. Ganun daw, paglalabas sila. So what he did was, he bought an expensive bag na every time na sabi niya, sige, maganda rin. Hindi, maganda yung bag ko eh, sabi ng girl. Kahit minsan sobrang bigit, hindi, maganda rin ito kasi branded to. Ganun. It was kind of funny then. Tapos yung my other friend naman, sabi niya, every time we would, I would buy her a bag, but sometimes, like, syempre girly bag siya. So what he did was, he would buy a bag na it would look good din sa lalaki if he carries it. Okay ito. Alam mo yun, sabi niya, okay,
Yung
at least,
unisex.
diba? Papa. Yeah, that one. Kaya kakaiba rin sabi ko. Pero at least, di ba, pag yung babae, halimbawa, dun sa nasabi mo kayo na MC Jonas, iba kasi, no, pag halimbawa nasanay ka sa gano'n na, hindi, I would like to help you with that, I would care. Hindi, ako na
Yeah.
to. Tapos minsan parang napaisip ka, really? Tapos may onte, sige na, ikaw na. I don't know. Sometimes I guess they cannot make up their mind. Some women, if they're in that situation. Anyway, how about you, Jay Rebel? What do you think?
What about you, Jay? May experience ka ba or somebody you know?
Oh, nakalimutan ko na eh. So let me go here. Sir Dad at Santi Meltor Ninang, shout out. Good morning. Thank you guys.
Yes.
Also DJ Edgy, thank you. Leslie
Right.
Baroga. We have a lot of comments right here, guys. Hug me tight, shout out. Who else? Rocky TV, thank you for joining us.
Right.
And then, Rocky TV, Santi, thank you. DJ Edgy. Ito pala, guys, October 2nd at 11 a.m. That's tomorrow. Elimination Day 2, Day 5, Battle of the Idols, 5th edition, United Productions. So check that out on Facebook.
To all the mobsters, please watch it because our very own Mem Grizel will also be hosting, right? And yeah, she's going to be hosting, and perhaps it's also going to be your chance to hear her or watch her. Is she going to sing? But ako curious, no?
Hopefully.
Oh, diba? Hopefully. Yeah, so let us all watch it tomorrow, 11 a.m. Yeah, in Philippine Standard Time. All right.
And then Leslie says, minsan kasi as an independent woman, maybe unintentionally nasasabi nila yon kasi hindi lang talaga sila sanay na may tumutulong sa kanila or sanay silang mag-isa.
Yes.
Yeah. To go back to that too, I agree also, yeah. Pero yun nga, that's why I said earlier, modern feminism. Kasi feminism, of course, in the past has helped women a lot. It gave them the voice to work or to vote. And but modern feminism is a little more aggressive towards men. Women nowadays, especially, I'm not saying all women, but the younger women, there's more ratio of them having more masculine energy. They want to be independent. They want to be competitive. Hindi ganun yung mga babae nun eh. So I can't blame the younger generation, the younger men, for acting this way if they're not so chivalrous, because iba rin yung mga babae ngayon eh. They don't act feminine, or it's submissive. Being submissive is bad for modern women.
Or maybe they're not needy.
Right. But I mean, is there a person who's 100% not needy? And like we have this saying, diba? No man is an island.
Right.
So that applies. Right. You can't cut off you can't be 100% independent. Human beings are still social animals. So you can't be too independent. Pabago-bago pa lang kayo mag-BF at GF, napaka-gentleman mo, pero pagkasal na kayo, nagbago na, ayaw muna magkarga ng bag niya. Yeah.
Wag ganun.
Baka may arthritis na.
In my opinion, that's fake chivalry.
Right.
Parang pakitang tao lang yun. If during the courting stage, pinapakita mo na ganito ka, tapos after marriage, iba na. And this also applies to the women too. They act like they're so sweet before marriage, and then after marriage, dun na lumalabas yung tunay na ugali nila. What about you, Ramzee? What do you think?
I guess for that, una pa lang siguro, you need to, how do we explain? It would really depend kung una pa lang pinapakita mo yon because of love. Make sure na you have to sustain it. Kasi ang hirap na naman, di ba, pagpakitang tao lang. Tapos syempre, if you know naman in yourself na if you were taught by your parents then you would definitely show yung mga ganun, yung mga ganung bagay na compared dun nga sa yung nasabi kanina sa una lang, pag kinasal na sila parang nagkakasawaan na, parang wala na yung dati. Kaya nga ganun eh. Kaya mas maganda sana mga ganung bagay for me. Kung ano yung na simulan mo, kailangan mo panindigan yung bilang lalaki. Di ba? Hirap nga naman, di ba? Parang sa una lang to. Parang ano lang hanggang intro lang to. Hindi hanggang finish. Parang ganun siya. So yeah, that's my take about it.
All right, MC Jonas.
Yes. Well, well, let me go back to what you're talking about. Yun nga, since we are sharing stories about this, nawala bigla si you guys check the private chat. And habang habang
Okay.
nag-iisip tayo, I'll just be
Ito,
again
right.
sharing.
According to Santi, the secret of
Yes.
long marriage, yes, dear, and honey-do list.
Yes. Yes. Importante yan. Yes, dear, and honey. Mga bagay na kailangan mong gawin para sa partner mo. Yun nga, anyway, going back to our what you were saying, Ramsey, there are things na like sino ba nag-comment from one of our mobsters kanina, di ba? Yun nga, sa simula hindi yun, like what Jay said, yung fake chivalry, when you guys are in the courtship stage, napaka-gentleman mo, or yung babae napaka-sweet din. Pagdating sa inside a relationship, when you guys are like in a relationship already, biglang nagbabago, yun nga, like what you said. They say you have to put your best foot forward, but it should not be to a certain, like to the extent of you being really fake. Just show the good things about you, not the fake things about you. Only do the things that you think you can give. That way, pag tinanggap niyo ng partner mo yun, that is something you can do all the way because that is you, because that's the good traits in you that you are bringing out. If it's fake, you can never really give what's not in you. Diba? So it goes both ways eh. Sa lalaki at sa babae. You cannot just be like sweet. That for the ladies, you cannot just be sweet and very accepting of everything at the beginning and then later on, ayoko yan, ayoko to, change this, change that. That's also being fake. Like sa guys being really gentlemanly and doing this and that, giving this and that, and pagdating sa relationship, magbabago bigla. Yun nga. Diba? Sometimes nga, I even encountered this saying, put your worst foot forward. Kasi if she or he accepts you for that thing, for being that, like showing your worst side, then you know that this person really likes you or really wants to keep you. What do you think about that? Putting your best foot forward or putting your worst foot forward? Because I did the same. I showed both sides. What do you guys think?
I don't think you should go extreme in putting your worst foot forward. I think you should just be honest. If you're not chivalrous, express your kindness and courtesy and thoughtfulness in another way. Of course, you have to be positive. It doesn't have to be always being chivalrous or opening the door or
Right.
taking your woman out to eat all the time or showering her with gifts. I say that's another thing also. If you try to shower a woman with gifts, dun mo makukuha, like buying her stuff, a lot of guys nowadays do that. And that's not one way because that's just materialism right there. Ito,
Right.
sino sa, okay, no, this is the wrong one. It's a different world, according to Santi. Relationships 10 years ago and the new generation relationship has a big difference. Even dating is on the tip of your fingers nowadays. Yeah. It's so easy. I think one reason also, it's women now have more ways to date, whereas maybe 10, 20 years ago, syempre nung wala pang internet, women and men were only limited to dating people within their city, their town. But because of the internet, you can also have long distance relationships. So, well, what do you think, Ramsey?
Yeah, even dating, it's on the tip of your finger, especially if you're using your mobile phone. Di ba nowadays? Dati, ano lang eh, pag
Yeah,
ganun pa yung pag-dial, di ba? Rotary. Tapos ngayon, ano na
right.
siya? Di ba? Swipe and yeah,
Swipe left or right
with
na
this
ngayon.
thing,
Right.
tapos pag nag-match pa kayo, di ba? O, di ba? Pwede mo siyang i-message,
Yan
tapos,
na.
ano lang. Yun nga eh,
It's so easy nowadays. How about
yeah,
you,
and of course,
MC Jonas? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Ramsey.
yeah, it's so easy, and your expectations sometimes would actually, I don't know, you know how it is like the apps that we have on our phones, they have that huge filter. And then when you see them in person, it's like, parang iba, alam mo yun, parang, yun din eh, kasi, unlike before, di ba? You see them in person, no filters, kung sino sila, and then, but nowadays, di ba, yung enhancement when it comes to the photos or perhaps the videos, ang laki ng difference. Tapos pag nakita mo in person, parang, di ba?
Yeah, like we talked about last episode, yung
Yeah,
catfishing.
no.
Yeah, catfishing. Ano yan? One way yan in the 90s. Ang tawag dyan, one way. Pag may eyeball kayo, tapos pag nakita ka niya, ay meron siya nagpakilala sa'yo, one way yung tawag doon. Classic, di ba?
Let's go to the comments kasi ang daming comments ngayon dito. Let's try to go through
Right.
all of them. Ha ha ha. I remember this time, according to Leslie, I was carrying a small luggage. Then a friend of mine kept saying, ano ka? Ako na. For me naman, wala lang sa akin if I'm carrying or pushing a luggage. Pero ngayon naisip ko and I'm asking na offend ko ba siya kasi hindi ko pinadala sa kanya yung maleta ko. If that was me, I wouldn't be offended. No, you turned down my help. Maybe some guys would be offended by that, but me personally, no. What about you, Ramsey? Would you be offended by this?
Of course not. Maliit lang yan eh. Okay lang kung balik bayang box, mabigat yun eh.
How about MC
Hindi,
Jonas?
pero, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay. Yeah. How about you, MC Jonas? Yeah.
Okay ka na, Ramsey. Baka may gusto ko pang i-share na true to life story.
You know, don't
Okay
be
ka na?
shy. Oh, you're good? Okay. MC
Yeah,
Jonas.
kasi ito yung reaction ko dyan. Ano yung tono mo nung sinabi mo na ako na? Kasi pag sinabi mo, ako na, hindi ako maniniwala. Ako na, sige na, I'll care it for you. Pero sinabi mong, ako na. Ako na. Medyo galit. O sige, I'm gonna leave you alone. So depende is how you say it. Diba? Pero in total, all in all, pagkita naman ng tao na nag-offer sa'yo na kailangan mo ng help, that's genuine. Like, would you like me to help you with this? Kasi mukhang malaki yung maleta mo eh. Sino na yung nag-send sa atin ito? Sino na yung nag-share?
About, ano yung sinabi?
Yun, about the story yung maleta.
Si Leslie.
Leslie, maraming salamat sa istorya mo. Yun nga, Leslie, depende sa pagkakasabi mo, siguro pag malumanay naman na medyo hindi pa suplada, hindi naman siguro siya na-offend. And siguro yung purpose ng guy for offering you that help is because nakita niya na siguro malaki yung maleta mo. Kaya siya nag-offer. Pero upon hearing your answer na kaya mo namang itulak yung maleta mo kasi may gulong, then well and good. I think if you guys are still friends, then probably hindi siya na-offend dun sa sagot mo na ako na. Well, it's just him giving you also the space na okay, hindi niya na in-insist yung help. So yeah, so I think you guys are okay. O, diba?
According to the Big Daddy, Benny Davis, consistency is the key.
Right.
Thank you, Benny Davis, for joining us tonight. Also,
Right.
Sir Santi, thank you. Sometimes being a gentleman is not passed on anymore to the next generation.
Well, yeah, this is actually related to yung comment ni Maru, ni Cousin Morris. Sabi niya kanina, yung if the kids are seeing the example being done by their parents, ito yung sabi niya, this is related to that. if the kids nakita nila yung example pa rin, not only on the father's side but also the mother's side, yung respect nandun. At a
Mhm.
certain point in the kid's life, yung tatay na nagiging role model na malakas ang influence while growing up. Yun nga, it's just basically how, let's do this both ways. Let's look at it both ways. If the kids see the father treating the mother really nicely, politely, caring for her, being really chivalrous to her, it's a very good example for the kids growing up. They'd see, we, this is how I want to be when I grow up. I want the way my dad treats my mom. It's also the same way pag nakikita ng kids na yung mother is treating the dad with respect. Hindi yung tinuuwi yung dad, galit yung mom, binubunga nga, ninanag niya yung asawa niya. Anong makikita ng mga anak? So it's really how, monkey see, monkey do. So it's how they really see you. Yung example talaga na binibigay mo, it's really how you show your kids. It's how they're going to think when they also get in that situation. They think, normal lang pala na magalit sa asawa eh. Normal lang palang magbunga nga. Normal lang palang hindi treat nicely yung asawa. So it would really boil down to how you are showing an example to your kids. Something like that. So there.
Yeah, it falls on the mother and the father. Anything you want to add to this, Ramsey?
Yes, I remember way back when I was young. Syempre wala tayong alam sa
Yes.
chivalry, but when I saw my parents, like my dad would help out my mom, and I always wonder bakit kaya naman ni mom ko eh. Kumaga parang, di ba, hindi naman siya, wala naman siya sakit and everything, but next thing you know, as I soon realized na parang, oh nga no, you as a guy, you can actually do it kahit na naman na walang sakit yung tao para tulungan siya. Pero syempre, pagiging chivalrous is something different talaga eh. Especially if you love a person. Yun, kaya sabi ko, okay,
Right.
pagayain ko nga. Yun.
Right.
Right. And then, of course, if you like and love the person, you respect and you give importance. According to Hug Me Tight, dahil sa social media, marami nang manloloko. True. Also, sobra sa filters na nanubura na yung totoong itsura. Yeah, exactly.
This is good for another topic.
Oo. Nga, no?
Should you show your real face?
Thank
Actually, I
you.
think that's, yeah. Oh, sige,
Uh,
go. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, thank you, Rodalyn, hi Ate Crisel, Benny Davis, and Santi. Ang ganda sa profile pic nang nagkita kayo, mukhang lalaki pala. Oh, here's Leslie's follow-up to sa sinabi natin. I know he's just being a gentleman. All right.
All right, that's good. That's great. If you guys are still friends, then hindi siya na-offend. Nirespeto niya yung independence.
Rod's Dr. Strange, thank you for joining us. If you have values, it would reflect to your kids as well. Yes. So
Right,
sa parents pa rin yan eh. If you want chivalry to keep on going,
Live on.
yeah, of course, the family or the parents are the ones that should instill that first. I just think it's going to be a little difficult nowadays going forward because the value system is starting to change where it's more of equality and self-love. So the aspect of looking out for other people and putting other people above you and other people's interests above yours for their sake and to show your love, that's kind of being blurred nowadays because of the modern value system. That's just the life, the cycle of life. The systems will change, but it's like a circle.
Yeah.
So maybe eventually in the future it'll come back when people realize how important chivalry is.
Yeah.
How about you,
True.
Ramsey? What do you think?
Yeah, that's actually true. I would like to share then something from a friend of mine who messaged me on Messenger. It says here that, bro, I think chivalry is not dead. This is coming from a guy. And then he
Okay.
said, one time I went out just to relax. And then when I sat the woman pour a drink for me. So I think
Wow.
chivalry is that. Anyways, baka naman ano yan,
Wow.
she's just doing her job. Anyways,
What,
Right.
anong place yun, no? Yung pinunta. Anong place yung ikaw yung pinupour ng drink?
How chivalrous naman for that woman to pour you a drink, sir.
Bro, you gotta tell me where that place is para puntahan ko rin.
ako nga, no? Thank you so much, my friend. I
Chivalrous
won't
na
mention his
babae.
name na lang.
Mga host din.
Right.
Ito, they say equally, but at work I'm the only guy and they expect to lift the heavy stuff. Yeah.
Well, it's your chance to show your chivalry.
And I think yung point ni Benny Davis is equality. Pero when it comes to physical work, syempre they still look at men to do the work. So
Right.
false
So
equality.
much for equality. Well, by default. All right.
According to Zara, feminism aims for equalities to workplace like a salary, promotion, and benefits, but women would still appreciate men who offer to carry bags, take out trash, or fix the leaky faucets.
Yes.
Uh,
Check, check, and check.
right. Equality.
Right. Parang parang attention po sa lahat ng katrabaho ni Big Daddy. Equality daw po.
Hindi rin nila they don't speak Tagalog, bro.
Right?
Yung mga katrabaho ni Benny Davis.
Yes. Jay Weber will be visiting your workplace.
I'll talk to them. I'll straighten it out. Don't worry.
Right.
Yun ginawa siya porter. Tagabuhat na lang daw siya.
Well, it's also your chance to work out those muscles, Big Daddy. Right.
Ayun.
So to all the mobsters out there, come on, share with us your stories about this. Or if you have, in fact, if you have any other story related to this, or it can be another topic or totally not related, we'd be glad to entertain your questions. If you'd like to talk about something else, well, if you think it's worth, the chat or the time that we have allotted for this, and we'd gladly entertain the topics you have in mind. Okay.
Yeah, and don't forget, if you haven't done so yet, follow us on Facebook because that's where we'll be posting our announcements for our next show. Of course, we have other shows like Pinoy Lokal and Stories of the Unknown. So, and we'll be coming up with more shows for 89.5, the PlayRoom, on our Facebook page. All right.
And also on YouTube, you guys, please subscribe. And if you guys want to watch like the past episodes of all those programs that the J. Weber mentioned, Pinoy Lokal, Stories of the Unknown, and Men on Board, all of those will also be on our YouTube channel. So please hit the subscribe button and do watch those shows, the replays of those shows on our YouTube channel. You know what I'm talking about. Help us support us.
All right. And then also, when you go to our Facebook page, you'll see these great videos that are done by our very own Ramzee. So Ramzee, you want to invite them also to follow us on Facebook and, join and like us if they haven't done so yet.
Yes, definitely to all our mobsters who are tuning to us, especially to the new viewers of us here at MOB. Don't forget to like our FB page and don't forget to also share it with your friends because we also have a lot of things going on, especially those episodes that J. Weber mentioned earlier. And of course, if you guys are somewhere in the US and if you want to catch also those events happening at your place, definitely it's worth the like on our FB page, 89.5, the PlayRoom.
All right.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I think this is it. In 1 hour na tayo. So time goes by so fast. To si
Yes.
Mastermind JV, tama, equality, dapat nasa taas din ang girls. Di naman pwede on top lagi ang guys. Equality is the key. Di ba din
Right.
naman yung sinasabi niya, Mastermind?
Yes.
Thank you also to our friends that are watching through YouTube, through Facebook, and through Twitch. We have viewers there as well. Thank you to IE for joining us. Thank you, IE. To Mary Chris,
Hi,
to
Ai.
Bobby Blue, to DJ Edgy, Maru, who else? Sino pa yung mga nag-like dito? Benny
To
Davis,
Sarah.
Rosanna, JV, and Leslie. Thank you for joining us, guys.
And to Megs, watching us from Canada. To
Thank
Megs, thank you for watching.
All right. Oh, Ramsey, is there anyone else you'd like to greet?
Yes, I would like to greet my aunties in Olongapo City, of course, to my Tita Malu, and to my friends also who's in the US, New Jersey, to Orduña family, and my friends also in Australia. That's Kapuyan family. All right, that's it.
Mhm.
Nice. And also, of course, Team United Productions, Seattle, Washington, and Arizona watching.
Wow.
Thank you to our friends in Seattle and Arizona. Also, oh yeah, since we're talking about Arizona, shout out to Benson Bryan, who's there in
Yeah.
Arizona. Yeah, he's
Benson
there.
B. Benson B.
Baby. All right. Thank you, mobsters. This is the end of the road. So our next show will be October 22nd. Is that correct?
Mhm. Yes, we will
Yes.
let you know what we will be talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
And
like Ramsey said, follow us on Facebook. We'll post the topic. What's that?
Right.
Jonas?
And also to all the mobsters out there, like what I was saying earlier, if you have a question about life or anything in general, just feel free to drop us a message. Look for 89.5 The Playroom. Just simply drop a message right there. We will, of course, entertain all your questions. So if there's a topic that you'd like us to talk about, if you have a story that you want us to talk about, if you have anything in mind that you'd like to share with us, just let us know. Just again, look for 89.5 The Playroom on Facebook. Just simply drop us a message right there, and we will, of course, do our best to entertain your, well, whatever that is you want to talk about. All right. And so I'd like to say hello to my family, well, in Canada, and Chicago. My sister in Chicago, thank you. And also to Zara, thank you for joining me for the support also, and some of our friends who are all the mobsters officially who are watching us. And again, to the primes, we thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. Also to all the primes. No, I didn't expect this, but anyways, thank you so much. We appreciate it. And for our to all the mobsters, once again, thank you so much. And don't just catch us live on Facebook. You can also hear our programs on 89.5 The Playroom. I would also like to
Yes.
invite you guys to listen to my show, The Weekend Top 30 Play Hits, every Fridays from 10 o'clock till noon. On Saturdays, the Playroom Weekend Rewind, 10 o'clock till noon. And every Sundays from 2 to 4 for the Playroom Unplugged.
Wow, daming
Ramsey,
program.
do you also want to plug your social media?
Yeah, just like our FB page, 89.5 The Playroom.
You personally.
You can message me there. Don't worry.
Watching
I'm
from
gonna read them.
Thailand. Oh,
Wow.
Sawadee krap.
Sawadee krap.
And then also Hug Me Titus watching from Cali. Thank you.
Oh, from Cali.
All right. I'm here in
All
LA,
right.
so thank you.
Right. Close to you. Close
Right.
to you, Jay.
Laging tanong, paano mag-move on?
Yes. Tanongin mo si Ramzee.
Yeah. Can we help her with that? Maybe not. All right.
And by the way, I'd like to invite all the mobsters also. Tomorrow, Sunday, 10 a.m. till 12 noon. That's the Jam Room. That is, my weekly program on 89.5 The Playroom. Just simply log on to www.895theplayroom.com. Kasi alam nyo mga bro, hanggang ngayon, ang daming nalilito. Abot ba dito yan? Abot ba dito yan? It's on the World Wide Web, friends. It's an internet radio. So all you have to do, again, is type in www.895theplayroom.com. It'll lead you to that page where you will see all of our faces. Just click on the button there. It will actually automatically play. Whoever's on board, of course, just simply drop us a message. We'd be glad to entertain your requests and shout outs. So again, we are on broadcast on the World Wide Web 24/7 www.895theplayroom.com. You don't need an old radio. Hindi po kami nagsisend ng signal. It's on the internet. Just for the benefit of those who are just watching now and all those who are asking, paulit-ulit, it's an internet radio po. You can listen to anytime, anywhere in the World Wide Web. Yun.
Nasanay kasi yung mga ibang listeners natin, no, from radio na they think we're still on radio. Also, tomorrow, guys, don't forget, day elimination 2, day 5, Battle of the Idols, 5th edition by United Productions, and also in part by 89.5 The Playroom. I want to give a big shout out to our viewer can you believe, guys, we have a viewer from Seoul?
Wow.
Yeah. Sultan Kudarat. JB.
Kakanta ka mo din sana ng Oppa Gangnam Style eh. Wow.
True, Bobby Blue. Even if you're in Timbuktu, you can hear us. As long as you have an internet connection, that's pretty much it.
Yes. As long as my internet and you have a gadget, you can listen to us.
Yes.
Right.
True. And by the way, I would like to say shout outs to Ate Shelly all the way in Norway, who always listens to us at the Playroom. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you, Shelly. She's a supporter, not just Men on Board, but always listens to the radio too. Thank you, Shelly from Norway.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, and also I want to invite everyone to follow us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also on Twitch. And also you could follow me, Jay Weber, on my Facebook page, and I also post announcements on there. So if you want to find out when we're going live next time, you could follow us on Facebook, 89.5 The Playroom, or you can also follow Jay Weber. So thank you guys. Had so much fun, bros. So,
thank you.
Thank you. We had so much fun. This is really, really fun.
It is. And of course, Mobsters, we had so much fun. The show wouldn't be as lively, as popping, if it wasn't for your comments and your interactions. Thank you to the Primes that joined us, DJ Edgy, the Mastermind JV. Is Johnny Rhythm going to go on board right now? I'm not sure. So anyway, Johnny Rhythm, thank you. And then also, Benny Davis, Bobby Blue, and Chriselle. Thank you, guys. And of course, all our other primes, Zoe, Jersey. Who else did I miss? DJ Kat Jimenez. Right. And
Zoe.
Zoe. All right. So let's wrap it up, you guys. Thank you, Mobsters. Thank you to my co-host, MC Jonas and Ramzee. Any final words, you guys? Ramzee, any final words?
I guess, my final word is, for me, Chivalry is not dead. And thank you so much once again for joining us, guys. And next week, we're going to have another interesting topic that we're going to talk about. So I hope you don't miss out on our next episode.
And MC Jonas?
Right. Whatever we think, whether we think Chivalry is dead or still there, just treat each other with respect and always try to be a nice person. That's just it. You don't really have to think hard. Just always be nice to everyone, to anyone you meet along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So there. And so thank you so much once again. I truly had fun again, chilling with you guys. And to all the mobsters, maraming salamat. Do catch me again tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 12 noon for the Jam Room. And also, please follow my page, MC Jonas Mojica, on Facebook for all your, if you have an event, let me know. Let's plan it out.
All right. Yeah, just like Ramsey said earlier, equality. So just be equally courteous and thoughtful to everyone. If for the men out there, there's some men out there too that they're just nice to women, but when it comes to other men, they're so, mean and hostile. You got to be equal with everybody. Treat everyone equally nice.
Right.
All right.
Right.
And thank you to all the people that joined us tonight. We'll see you all again October 22nd, Saturday, same time, 10 p.m., right here on 89.5 The Playroom. Good night, mobsters.
Good night, everyone.
What's up? Still there?